Anything you want to do, you could go to Cedar Point, you could do Asian Lantern Festival, the Cleveland Metro Park Zoo. The Guardians have a game tonight and a game tomorrow during the day.
Because the water stays in the pool. It's
Correct.
not coming from the sky.
Correct. That's true. Unless you happen to be under those, the bucket that fills up
True,
and then drops it on you.
True.
I mean, we don't have any of that from Mother Nature today, so don't expect a random bucket of water unless you're playing in the front or backyard with kids, or maybe it is in a pool today. We've got blue skies for days. I often like to sit here and look at the CSU camera and like to count clouds. I've got none to count with you this morning, folks. Temperatures are still in the 50s. It is a very crisp start to the morning. I have no other adjective to try to describe this morning because that's what it is. Open up the windows and let the fresh air in. Some of the warmest readings right now is just at the Cuyahoga County Airport, and it's 59 degrees. Changed just right here, 64 now, the warmest spot. Anywho, we will continue to warm. It will be warmer than what we experienced yesterday, but the warmth is just starting to build. We've got high pressure that's really parked over us, and that's differentiating the difference between just how much warmth is actually sitting through the central and southern plains. It's 85 degrees right now in Dallas, 80 in Baton Rouge, 72 in Lincoln, and all this warmth is going to try to push itself further to the east and expand just a little bit, but the real heat is going to stay here because we kind of only get brushed by it as we go through time. There's about 2 opportunities going forward where we could approach 90 degrees, and tomorrow is actually one of those days. But I do want to take you back to the tropics because Hurricane Hilary, although it's in the Pacific, and I know this is a rare and historic event to begin with, this is still a Category 4 storm. Winds right now sustained at 130 miles per hour, gusting up to 160. This is trying to push its way further to the north at about 15 miles per hour, and this is still about 250 miles away from Baja, California. So we've got time to work with here. But this is going to have significant impacts to parts of Mexico and then the desert Southwest too. They are not used to dealing with this kind of rainfall that they are anticipated to get. Landfall is still about a day or so away. We're talking midday Sunday to potentially the northern part of Baja, California. This would then avoid an immediate landfall to Southern California, which if it did happen, which there is still time that track can move, would be the first time since 1939 if it did impact directly Southern California. But this will weaken, but it's still going to bring storm surge. It's going to bring wind, and it's going to bring a lot of rainfall. Potentially, I think generally, if I toss up numbers here, about 2 to 5 inches. That might not seem like much to us here in Northeast Ohio, but some of the averages for the month of August out there are 0 inches for the entire month. So we're talking about a year's worth of rain in probably about 24 to 48 hours, 8+ inches expected in higher elevations. But the rainfall for us in your National Emerald big picture forecast would eventually loop around that big dome of heat. It could reach us by the middle to the later part of the week, but we stay dry really until then. 88 tomorrow in your Union Home Mortgage extended forecast. That other steamy day, Danielle, looks to be Thursday.
Okay, thank you so much, Payton.